The opening contest of the Olympic Sevens will be Australia versus Samoa, and that is one of those contests that anytime the two sides take to the field, it is always entertaining. And in this preview, we'll be looking through at these squads that both sides have gone with, their previous results, and then a prediction at the end of who we think will take out this important game. But we will start with the Australians. They have gone with a strong squad. Some young players there, also some experienced men such as Henry Hutchinson playing in his third Olympic Games for the Australians. But looking through at their squad, it is Henry Hutchinson, Ben Dowling, Corey Toole. Of course, we have seen him play for the Brumbies throughout Super Rugby Pacific, but before that season, he of course was on the Seven Circuit. Dietrich Roach, Mark Nawanganitawasi. He is a Waratahs man who has come to the Sevens, but also he is going to Rugby League next year, so he's certainly having quite a few different ventures this year for Mark Nawanganitawasi, and he will certainly be a name to watch out for in this matchup. Henry Patterson, Hayden Sargent, James Turner, Matt Gonzalez, Nick Maloof, and then also Maurice Longbottom alongside Nathan Lawson. So Australia have got this really good mix of size and strength. Now they haven't got the likes of a Michael Hooper. He has retired from the Seven side of things. They've got Josh Turner and Michael Isley as the travelling reserves, but they will not be a part of this contest. But still, they have got a lot of key players throughout this Australian lineup. The same can be said about the Samoan side. In their lineup, they have got Va'a Apilo Maliko, has only had very limited minutes for the Samoans this year in the Seven Circuit. Motu Opitai, Taununa Ulivoia, Alamanda Matunga, a man who has come from Moana Pacifica. BJ Lima, Valvasa Afasua returning to the Samoan side. Niueli Letufia, Paul Scanlon, Tom Maeva, Paul Iti Slater, Lalomilo, Steve Onisai, Fa'afoi Falaniko, and also Malakisi Masifau. Now, just like the Australians, they will have two travelling reserves, but when we look through at key players, of course, both sides will want to use that speed in their wingers alongside the power of the forwards. Nathan Lawson has had an absolutely tremendous last 12 months or so. The man is running in tries. He is also just setting up so many for his teammates. We know how much pace someone like a James Turner has for the Australians. Perhaps down the outside channels where he will find the most success. But for Australia, it's going to be extremely tricky to know who they will actually go with in their starting lineup. I feel like for Samoa, it's a little bit easier, although do we see the experience maybe come off the bench for Samoa rather than being in the starting side might be the only thing that they do try. But overall, I think Australia, that pace is definitely something that they will look to target throughout this game, as well as a couple steals in the breakdown from Henry Hutchinson. For the Samoans, they have to get that breakdown right because they cannot afford to give up 70 to 80% possession throughout this game to the Australians. It's something over the last few legs of the Sevens we've caught on to more and more. When Samoa don't have the ball, they have really struggled to get it back. Now, someone like Va'a Apilo Maliko, I feel like that will be extremely handy having him in the Samoan side because he has got that ability of getting in the breakdown and ripping that ball away, and perhaps that's where Alamanda Matunga has come into the side for that exact reason. Get possession back, give Samoa bit more of a fighting chance. But these two sides, they both took part in the most recent leg of the Sevens. The Australians, they were playing off for the championship. The Samoans, they were in the position where if they lost their games, they were going to get relegated. And unfortunately for Samoa, that is exactly what happened. They found themselves up against the USA in a playoff game. So for the first time ever, one of those two sides weren't going to be on the circuit. And unfortunately for Samoa in that game, they just weren't quite able to get the job done. For the Australians, they finished 7th overall, getting a win over Great Britain in the 7th place playoff game. So neither of these sides, their last league anyway, have been in fantastic form. But Australia, I still feel like have got a huge amount of potential with the group that they've got together here. If they play a few good matches in a row, they could certainly go far in this Olympic competition. They did not get themselves a medal at the last Olympics either. In the end, it was Fiji, New Zealand and Argentina that were in the top 3. But I think Australia this year going to be going for at least that bronze in the competition. Samoa, though, I really like their side. I feel like if there's ever a time to get it right for Samoa, it has to be now. So I do hope they also have a good game. But that brings us on to the prediction of who we think will win this game. Now, on paper, I would say Australia, they have got the fundamentals and they've got the squad, I believe, to win this game. But then Samoa, you'd almost say, have a little bit of that X factor, a little bit of the unknown, with a few of those new guys and the less experienced guys getting the chance for this competition. But I am going to go with Australia. My end score in this one, I'm going with 19 points to 14. I think it will be a close game, but I believe Australia will get themselves the win. But of course, I'm normally wrong with my predictions for 7, so who knows who could win this contest. Do let me know, of course, your predictions in the comments down below. But we will be covering this game on the channel. It is starting at 1:30 AM New Zealand time, and we will be here doing the commentary all throughout the night for the Olympic Sevens. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.